What is good, family? I have some good news. Not too sure if the doctor said that. Well, the doctor did say that I have a fracture, but I can like throw my hand around how I used to. I can move it, no problem. Just the other day, I couldn't freaking move my fingers at all. Like none of them would move. They were stuck like this, so I couldn't move it at all. I can move my thumb now. I can move my wrist. Doesn't hurt. But once I took this thing off to take a shower, like this part right here, the part that's open right there, not this part or up there. I'm talking about like that part right here, right here. Once I took these this little wrist thing off, that part right there is extra swollen, and the rest of it is just like where the bandage straps is. They're like kind of skinny, like so I don't know if I did like kind of fracture. They said that it is a fracture and it can be a big deal, but we ain't here for all that. I know my arm gonna be straight. I know we gonna be straight, boys. So I'm gonna jump back on the bike soon. I was supposed to go get my gear today. My mom just left because freaking had to go to school. So let me show you guys what I've been working on. I ain't down. I'm not throwing myself down just because I got in an accident. Let me show you guys what I've been working on. Voila! Y'all see that thing, boy? Alright, so this is my camera. And my camera is here. I was using this wood and everything to do a rough draft of something for my church. This is what I was making. If you y'all ain't never see it. But here's my tripod. I have 3 tripods. That's the one that I mostly use. I'm recording on my phone. My stupid phone that has cracks in it, like a million cracks. So let's go over to the bike. Alright, let's hurry up and get there. Let's hurry. Gotta cut on the light. Man, I always think the light is on the left side, bro. Alright, so we're in the dining room. And this monster is right here in my freaking dining room. So how you doing, RFZ? How you doing? Hey, I'm talking to you. Hey, you're not gonna answer? Oh, okay. That's what I was stupid, boys. So RFZ, I know I need to change out these tires very, very, very fast as soon as I get this little brace off. And the doctor said that I'm good. I'm gonna change out these tires. I'm gonna take it because they're supposedly the people that I bought this from. They said that, oh, don't do anything, don't change the oil, let us change the oil. So I'm like, why would I let y'all change the oil? This one thing. Why would I let y'all change the oil if y'all not gonna tighten up everything on my bike? Because they didn't freaking tighten up the oil drain plug. They didn't tighten up the bolts that are inside of the, like the case, that's the left side case where the flywheel is. They didn't tighten that up. So that's why it was leaking oil. So freaking idiots go say to my mom, "Oh, don't let them change the oil. Don't let them do anything. Just bring it to us. They just want money." That's what I was trying to tell her, but no, she don't want to listen to me. So it's all good. What I was saying, my other video, my uncle was here. We had the little get together at my crib. This bike is definitely a race bike. It's the best Apollo bike that you can buy. Do not go back and buy a 2015 Apollo or 2016. Now, you can if you want to, but trust me, they're not going to last like this bike. This bike I only had since Saturday, last week Saturday. Wait, was it last week Saturday? Yeah, it was last week Saturday. And I crashed it twice already. The first time, it wasn't my freaking, well, it was kind of my fault. But the brakes on this thing is not sensitive at all. They're not sensitive at all. I could go like this all day long if I want to. They're not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop and grip the ground. And the other reason for it is because of those Chinese tires. Chinese tires suck crap. I should have knew that. Well, I had to change out the tire, the back tire on my other bike that's outside. I'm gonna talk about that too in this video. So I'm gonna change out these tires. I'm not taking it to the shop to let them do that. I'm doing it my own self. Because they just want money. Just to change out tires, and I already have my own tires, so no, they're not getting money out of my mom. So yeah, they put the little suspension too high, and they used the air gun to do it, because I can't freaking put it down no more. See, they put it a little bit too high, but that ain't really nothing. Take away a little bit from the suspension, but these suspension, like I was just saying, do not go back and get a 2015 Apollo, a 2016 Apollo. Get the 2017 RFZ. They come in 110s. I think 110 is the smallest engine displacement for this bike. If I'm wrong, then forgive me. They may make some 70s or I don't know. Cause I got a 125. This is the RFZ. They come in 110s. That I know for sure they come in 110s. So I don't know about the other ones, but they do make X5s, X6, X7s, X8s. This X18, so I don't know if they make an X12 or something like that. But I definitely know they make smaller numbers, but I don't know about the other numbers. I just know the numbers that I just named to you guys. So yeah, let's talk about the other bike now. So the other bike is outside. I'm just keep pointing at the RFZ. Oh, cracked the mirror when I fell. The throttle got stuck, so when I took off, when I got back on the bike and took off to go home, I'll like, like how you pull on the throttle to make it like give it gas and go back. So the throttle would get stuck and it'll stay in place. Like if I get it like half throttle, it'll stay at half throttle until I push it back forward. So I had to take off the grip and then cut this plastic right here, this little white piece of plastic. It was bent on the metal that's inside of it. You can't see it because the freaking camera don't wanna focus. Come on, camera. The phone, I mean. Don't want to focus on it. But yeah, this little white piece of plastic, it was bent inside of the metal that's inside of there and the handlebar metal. And it would like catch onto it. So once I cut that off, it was working perfectly. And I'm going to show you guys. I know I'm not supposed to do this because I could flood it. But see, it wasn't doing that. It would go at like half a throttle or with how much gas I'll give it. And it'll just stay at that. And then I have to like push it back manually my own self, which is very dangerous. Only because it fell to the right side and then it started sliding and it grabbed me with it for a little, like a half a second. And I broke loose and tried to break my fall, which is crazy. I should have just like slid. Well, I should have never slid with it because it went all the way to the other side of the street. Which was not very good if I would have stayed with the bike. Like, cause I didn't have on knee pads, I don't have on elbow pads. I was supposed to get some the day that I got this bike, but I was like, oh no, I'll be straight. And the day that I went out to go to my girlfriend's house to see if they were home, that's the whole purpose I was going out to go ride. I was going over there to go see if she was home. And freaking this happened, and I was thinking at first, oh no, Daryl, you shouldn't bring your helmet. You're not gonna be riding that fast. So that was my first mind. My second mind was like, nah, boy, you better put on that helmet. Because I remember everything that could happen. So I'm like, yeah, you better put on that helmet. So I snatched the helmet and then put it on. Too bad I didn't record. Sorry about that. But if I would have, then I probably would never posted the video anyways. Because I don't like to see what happened to me in the past. It just brings back too many memories. So, yeah. That happened. So yeah, going back to this bike again. This is the best Apollo bike that you could get. The RFZ. The frame is crazy. Crashing it twice. Like the first crash wasn't nothing. That was just a little bump. But the second crash, I slid way from the right side of the street. Like I didn't slid, but the bike slid. It slid from the right side of the street to the left side of the street. I picked it back up. It started first kick. The brake lever was snapped like right here. Brake lever was snapped about right there. The brake was still kind of working, but I didn't have that much leverage on it, of course, if it was snapped like that. Back brake, freaking, I had to smash on that thing to stop at the lights to get home. So it was kind of sketchy. It was definitely sketchy. The front fender is kind of off, so it's been off since I got it. So it's kind of hard to know where the wheel is. But other than that, your front fender shouldn't be off. So yeah, back to the bike, man. The bike outside. So my old camo bike that's outside, as you guys know, that bike is it might still be up for sale for my future how do I say it? Future dad-in-law. I'll say it like that. I'm still, if I do sell it to him, I'm gonna have to get everything repaired on that bike. He's gonna have to put a little bit of work into it because that bike, like the suspension is so soft on that bike. Stick Up on Motor will tell you. If he comments on this video, he'll tell you that the freaking suspension is crazy soft. Like it is extra soft. I was riding with him. I was telling you guys this a while back. He never posted a video. Well, he did, but I was on the truck and he was like, well, everybody was riding off in the MLK ride off where I had went the other day, and I was like, oh yo, this is where everybody was at for the MLK ride. Oh no, I never recorded that. And I did go to Wynwood too. I went to Wynwood, but I freaking left my my chip inside of my other phone to edit. And I always leave it there. I never take it out like the day after. So sorry about that too. I think I still have it on this phone though. I usually record on this phone. So yeah, my camo bike, if I do sell it, which I'm still trying to argue and think about, because I don't really want to sell it. Like, I want to sell it, but I don't want to sell it, because after what happened freaking with me with this bike, it's kind of like, should I let him get the bike? Because he rode bikes before. He's an experienced rider. Like, he's not gonna freaking do everything that I did. But you never know with these little bikes. And that suspension can only probably carry like 175. I don't know how much he weighs. And I'm like a 145. Yeah, that suspension is not so good. So that if he does do that, then he's gonna have to get the frame, like everything, every single last bolt and nut on that bike needs to be refurbished. You're gonna have to buy new bolts, every single last one. Not even one. Every single last one is gonna be it's gonna need to be replaced if he wants to have a strong bike. So I need to talk to him about that. He probably go watch this video. So I'm gonna talk to him about that and see where he is. But anyway, yeah, that's too personal. Anyways, yeah, that bike, I was trying to keep it for my little brothers, but if he wants it, he can have it. But it's gonna need some work, and it's gonna be needed to it's gonna have to be safety inspected so he doesn't get hurt on that bike. I didn't have too many scratches on that bike. I think it's the suspension difference that I'm kind of like scared about, because like all the Yamahas and everything, the suspension's not so solid like the freaking RFZ. The Yamahas, especially the 85. The 85 is like my bike, my camo bike that's outside. It's like kind of soft. It's kind of soft, almost like the 125 that I have in my backyard. So yeah, this bike, it's kind of small to me. I don't know why, but it looks so small to me. I guess it's because of my height, and I undersee it. And my other bike is like almost there. My other bike seat height is about like right here. Like when this bike, of course, it's not standing straight up, so it's taller. When it's standing straight up, but it's not. It's on the kickstand on the floor, so it's not standing straight up. This bike, what I was saying to you guys a while back, y'all probably didn't hear me in my other video, but when they talk about seat height, they talk about from right here to the ground. They don't talk about the actual like top of the seat to the ground. This seat height on this bike is 36.5 inches. That's about the typical motocross. That's like a 250 seat height. A 250 probably has like a 37.0 seat height, something like that. It's in that range though. But when they say seat height on these bikes and everything, they only talk about from the bottom point of the seat to the ground. They don't talk about from the top. And I can measure it. Once I get it measured, then I'll definitely measure it, make sure I'm straight, and make sure you guys get the right information. But how everybody been doing, man? You know, it's been a little minute. It's been like 2 days since I've been out. Actually longer. It's been like 4 days since I've been out. Since I haven't been out at that. Since this happened. So everything that happened, I done did what it did. You can't do nothing about that. The only bad thing about this bike is the power to weight ratio. I don't know if y'all can hear me still good, but the power of this bike is crap. Like it doesn't pick up how I would like to. Like the bike outside, if you would believe me, my bike that's outside makes more horsepower than this bike. My bike that's outside, the camo bike, makes that camo bike makes about 13 horsepower. This bike makes about 9 horsepower, which is so crazy because they have the same engine. And this bike weighs 180 pounds solid. My bike outside weighs about 140 solid. And my bike outside can get up and move. This bike takes a little bit more time. Like that bike that's outside could outrun this bike if it had longer gearing. But since this bike it's brand new and it's not really like broken in, it can get up there. Like over time, it'll start to reach and get up there. It'll stretch out, get up there. So thank you guys for watching the video. Oh, freak, peace.